What's missing from most anger management and anger control methods? Well, it's that they miss the upside of anger. Today, you'll discover how to use your anger to create the life you truly want. No, it's not about becoming that angry man or angry woman who scares people into submission. Here, you'll find something much more enjoyable: the secrets for getting to the heart of your anger, and a simple process for using your anger to create a truly satisfying life. Do you ever feel guilty or confused when you get angry? Do you look for reasons that justify your anger? Anger's not the problem, and guess what? Neither are you. You heard right. Anger's not the problem. The problem is not being able to identify what it is that makes you angry so you can do something about it. We usually become angry because two things are happening. First, we believe that someone or something is preventing us from getting what we want. Second, we believe that something either should or shouldn't be happening the way it's happening. This thinking focuses our attention entirely on limitation and fear. Take a second and think about it. If all your attention is focused on not getting what you want and what should or shouldn't be happening, how do you think you'd feel? Is it any wonder that this kind of thinking results in stress and tension and confusion? How else would you end up feeling but angry? When you learn that all anger comes from focusing your attention on these things, then your anger becomes a warning bell that tells you that you need to refocus your attention. So that's the upside of anger. It can be used as a reminder to focus your attention on creating the life you want. Here's an example. Pat was waiting for Leslie at their favorite restaurant. They agreed to meet at 7:15. After waiting 20 minutes, Pat began to feel a little angry. Leslie knows I hate waiting. We had an agreement. How selfish. Not even a phone call to explain. I'm only waiting another 5 minutes and then I'm leaving, Pat thought to himself. And the more Pat had these thoughts, the angrier Pat felt. Let's explore the thoughts that made Pat so angry. It sounds like Pat believes that Leslie should not be late if they had an agreement, that the evening would be ruined by Leslie's late arrival, and if people really cared about each other, they would call and explain any sudden change of plans. Can you see how if you focus your attention on limitation and fear, as Pat did, that anger might be an understandable response? We believe that lying beneath people's anger are the things they value that are missing in the situation. The most effective way we have found to move from feelings of anger to creating a satisfying life is to start figuring out what's at the heart of the anger. In this situation, one thing Pat may highly value is peacefulness. So what prevents Pat from being peaceful in this situation? It may be that Pat needs more predictability in order to have a sense of peacefulness. Once you know what you need, you are able to take action to get those needs met. As one example of an action Pat could take, Pat may want to make an agreement with Leslie to call if either of them is going to be late. You see, often we think we have agreements with people when actually we don't. We think just because we would definitely call if we were going to be late, that of course other people should do that too. This kind of belief almost always causes us to feel angry. So how can you use this in your life? The most effective anger management starts with understanding that anger is not the problem. Next, you can begin to notice the very moment when you start to feel tense or irritated. This is the best time to use your anger as an alarm bell, warning you to shift your focus of attention. Then you single out any should or shouldn't judgment type statements you hear yourself thinking. Once you have a statement to work with, you then get to the heart of the anger by exploring the statement. You start by discovering the hidden values within that statement. Like how Pat valued peacefulness, when you identify what you value, you ask yourself the question, what do I need in order to experience what I value right now in this situation? Like Pat's need for predictability. Then you think of some ways you might be able to get that need met and actually start experiencing what you value. The same way Pat and Leslie agreed to call if they were going to be late. Don't look back in anger at what just happened. Look ahead to see what you need so you can start experiencing what you value. When you focus your attention on what you value and what you need and how you're going to get those needs met, anger can be transformed into an opportunity to create a truly satisfying life where you end up experiencing the things you value. If you're ready for more practical tips on effectively managing your anger and other personal growth coaching, sign up for our thought-provoking and motivational weekly action tip series. You can do this by visiting our website at www.focusedattention.com. That's www.focusedattention.com. Well, that's it for today, and until next time, expect the best.